Here we are. We did it. We're on.
Hey,
we're live. It's day 2. I know. Fix the hair. Make it beautiful.
I have a building coming out of my head.
You do, a little bit. And we got some fire in the reflection in the window. Look at that. Hey, y'all. So I'm realizing that it's like midnight back home because I'm in California right now. And I'm here with Amy.
Hello.
And we've been in training all day. Lori, who was not in our training all day today, but we're so happy that you're here right now. How are you? We missed you. All sorts of people are hopping on. How y'all doing? So here's the deal. Amy and I have been at a training with Lisa Nichols all day. We got 2 more days of training. I love the hearts and I love the love. Send them, keep going, right? So we have been doing, tonight we came up to the rooftop and we did a mastermind group for me, and what I actually asked was, what are your parenting challenges? Because I want to know what you actually want to hear about. I got all sorts of things I can talk about, but I want to know what your real problems are. So if you have behavior problems that you want talks about, put them in the messages. I will answer it for you. Joy is here too. Hi, y'all. I became Southern.
You say y'all a lot from somebody that lives in New York.
For someone who lives in New York. Who knew
I'm
I said
Texas.
y'all?
I say it all the time.
So it's not just because I'm hanging out with you.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm just parent. Okay, so we did all of these questions. I got 40 minutes of parents sitting around telling me their challenges, which was amazing. And then as a thank you, which I probably should have done a Facebook Live of that. Anyway, you might not want to do it that way. And then as a thank you to everybody, I told them I would start answering questions if they wanted answers. And some people broke off, and I was like, that's okay. And Amy and I were sitting here chatting. And I'll leave it up to you if you want to share your challenge or not. But the answer was, I was like, I'll just keep talking.
I have a lot of challenges, so which one?
I don't know. Which one do you want to share with them all? Probably the one that led us to positive yelling, because that's where we ended up. And I might have put in the subject line that we're going to talk about positive yelling. So that might be where we should go.
Sure. So my challenge is my husband and my son fight a lot, and my husband yells at him. And it just drives me freaking bananas when the two of them are going back and forth screaming at each other. I lose my mind, and she actually gave me some advice, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
I know. So the first piece of advice I gave her, which I'm going to say to you as well, is that she can't change her husband and son's dynamic. Like, that's not her job. She can talk to her husband about it, and if he chooses to change his behavior, that's, adult to adult. That's a really great conversation to have. I might have suggested having her husband read my book, because Amy has read it and loved it and highlighted it, and you should do that too. I'm just saying. Shameless plug. Love Your Family Again? Good book. Really good book. Anyway, okay, so this is weird. Okay, can I just digress before I answer her question? It is very weird for me to just be rambling on Facebook Live, but I am being told that this is what people want to see. So I was told that this is going to be more entertaining than my actual blog. So forgive me if I feel a little all over the place. And tell me if this is actually more authentic on what you want to see from me, because I will do this more, because this is super fun. Super fun.
It's real.
Yeah, it's right. It's a little real.
Yeah.
It's very real. Okay, so you can't control what other people do, right? You can control your relationship with your child. You can control how you respond to your husband, right? And just like you can control how you respond to your kid, you can't make your kid respond to you in a certain way unless you change your behavior to adjust the contingencies. P.S. You can't make your husband respond in a certain way unless you change the contingencies. P.S. But we're all our own independent agents, right? So if there are 2 other people near you fighting, you can advocate, but in this ongoing dynamic, you got to walk away. Like, you just got to walk away. And I said that before.
And that's hard for me. The mama bear in me wants to get out and protect my son in a way.
I get that.
It's hard to walk away.
I know. But here's the thing that we came to that I'm going to tell you now, because I didn't do the whole conversation on Facebook Live like I should have, but I'm working backwards, is I'm getting used to doing this, is that you intervening in the short term provides a solution, right? So when her husband and son are fighting, if she intervenes, the fighting stops. But it makes your marriage worse, right? So it impacts the challenges you have with your husband, and it doesn't make any lasting change. So overall, it doesn't do anything different And actually, you said that the fighting is increasing over time.
Well, especially my son is 9 years old now, and he's getting to be more independent. And I think he's testing his boundaries, and that's kind of a new thing for him. And I think both my husband and I are challenged by this new level of independence.
Yes.
And so the fighting has been there, but it is increasing because my son is changing.
Right. And so y'all, I'm saying it again. So interesting.
I'm rubbing.
Okay. You are rubbing off. I love that part. You guys who have tweens and teens, your parenting has to change. You are going from that place where it's your baby and you're protecting them and you're teaching them everything and you're guiding them to be really good humans to letting them actually be good humans and trust the work you did. Right? And at 9, you're not fully letting him go, but you got to start taking steps to letting him go.
That's hard.
You got to start.
Yeah.
Not fully yet. He's not moving out, but start.
Yeah.
And I know that's hard to hear.
It is.
And I'm telling you that because I love you. I'm telling you that because I love you too. And I want you to have really long, really healthy relationships with your kids. Joy is saying, it's hard to let them go. Yeah, it's real hard to let them go, right? And Joy, you know the challenges that you've had to then live through, right? Because you have teens. You have older teens. And letting them live their life and watching them make hard choices that hurt your heart is, I think, probably the hardest thing you've ever had to do from the conversations we've had, if I can say that out loud, right? Like, it's, as a parent, I think that is the hardest thing that you guys do. And you have to, because there's nothing you can do, right? And Joy, you know this, and whoever else is out there listening, you know this. You couldn't have changed their decisions that they made that were hard, that you don't like. All you can do is keep letting them go in a way that allows them to keep you in their life so you can keep influencing them. You can't make them do anything, right? Well, that was a lot.
It was.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. We didn't even get to the positive. We didn't get to the positive yelling part yet. Okay.
That's positive yelling.
That's positive yelling. I got all excited and I started yelling. Okay, y'all. And we're on the roof with other people from the training, and they heard me yelling, and they're like, "What's happening? What's going on over there?" No, Marcy's just excited. I'm just yelling because I'm excited. Right. Okay, so the second piece after not intervening, because it's not a long-term solution, right? Short-term, awesome plan. Long-term, not so much. So you just need to decide, what are you going for? Right now, it being better, or long-term being better? You got to decide, right? The other piece of it, in breaking down what it looks like when they're fighting, is that it's the only time that her husband gets loud and animated and excited and gives his full attention. And so what I said is that her husband needs to do some positive yelling, which means using the same attention, inflection, volume, texture to yelling at other times when he's really excited, for positive moments. Because your son's looking for that attention. He's looking for that quality of attention. He can only get it from yelling, because most adults don't get that excited. I do! Because I've learned that kids like that, and I sometimes hang out with them, right? So it looks something like, should we show them what positive yelling looks like?
Sure.
Okay, can I yell at you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to yell at Amy. Are you ready?
She
Oh my
already
God.
did.
See? This is weird to me. Doing this on Facebook Live is super strange, but if it's going to get you where you need to be for parenting, I'm going to do it, because that's really my bottom line. Is I want to make you guys be amazing, and I didn't realize that I didn't show you guys this. I didn't realize that in my desire to be professional Dr. Marcy, I didn't actually show you my tricks. So here's what it looks like. Oh my God, Amy, I can't believe how efficient you were in paying the bill. You took care of everything, and you left a really good tip, and the waitress is so happy. You're just the most amazing thing ever. It kind of looks like that. And I'm sorry if you had earplugs on and were watching me on a headset and didn't know what was happening, and now other people who we didn't know are looking at me.
I just got like all excited all over again.
Did you hear that? She got all excited because I was yelling. Right? It's like being the best cheerleader ever. It totally works. Right? And I just got the attention of, right, like you can see down the bar, all those people over there, they turned around when I yelled too.
They're excited too.
Right? Now here's the deal. I would much rather be the person that people are like, what fun thing's happening over there? Than the person that's like, what is happening over there? and you have a choice to make. You can either be a little crazy and goofy and make a scene and give people an amazing story to talk about, right? Oh my God, I was in California on this rooftop bar on a Friday night, and this lady was yelling at this other person about leaving a good tip. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, what a good story. They're now going to go tell their friends. Or you can have kids that tantrum and fight with you in order to get you to do that in a way that makes everyone feel like crap at the end of the day.
You know, can I say something on that?
You totally can.
So here's what I'm going to say. I don't know, like, if some of you out there have kids and you feel like you're kind of mama bear, and I don't know, maybe like you've tapped some hearts when you're watching this, even if you're watching the replay.
Or do more. Yeah.
Well,
on the replay too.
Just because I want Marcy to know, like, that's a real thing. Like, for some of his parents, like, it is hard to step back, right? But I also know that what we're doing isn't working. I don't really have anything to lose, so if I can try positive yelling, and if I can try and encourage my husband to do positive yelling, I don't really have anything to lose.
You don't.
And
in your personal dynamic, if you started positive yelling at your son, I wonder if he would stop fighting more with your husband, because he's getting that intensity, intonation, variation somewhere.
Interesting.
And then
see,
your
like
husband,
they're relating, yeah.
Yeah. See, see, that makes me so excited. Look at all that. Look at all that love. That's so much love.
But I think that's them voting, like saying yes.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Like,
all right. Okay.
they can
I get
relate.
that.
I mean,
right.
the struggle is real. Oh my God.
It is, right? And I gotta tell y'all, you need to tell me that I don't tell you these things, or I'm just figuring this out, because please really tell me what you need answers, because I'm also so used to kind of like the therapeutic code of confidentiality that I'm not used to sitting on a couch talking with a parent publicly in order to share my actual magic. I'm used to doing it really confidentially, which is not as engaged. So thank you for being brave enough to come here and share your struggle and remind me that it's a big deal. Go try some positive yelling. I have a small group that I was doing in January, and one of the mamas in the group was in the lobby of an office building, and her daughter was about to have a tantrum, and she was like, "Oh, Marcy said positive yelling," and she went all in, and she was like, "I felt ridiculous, but my kid didn't fall apart, and I would rather feel goofy than be embarrassed that I had an out of control kid." And it's making that choice, and it works. And it might not. Okay, so here's the other thing: it might not work the first time. You might have to do this 5 or 6 or 10 or 15 times.
Yeah,
so
we'll
give it
see.
a chance, right? It's not a one and done deal with parenting, right? Because you have a history there. I'm going to give you too much information because there's just so many things that I could start saying, and I'm going to stop now. And I'm going to do the positive yelling. That's the one takeaway. I'm going to do another one tomorrow, and another one the day after, and another one the day after. Amy probably won't be in all of them because I'm only with you for a couple more days.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to try to... Good night.
Good night.
Good night, good night. Sweet dreams, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. See, this is weird to me to be doing a video and interrupted by other people, but I think I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's totally fine.
It's real.
But I also want to make sure that I'm giving you guys information in bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to work on my videos being bite-sized so you can digest it and implement one thing at a time. So positive yelling is tonight.
Well, not tonight, because I'm going to go home to the hotel.
But that's the message tonight. Yes, yeah.
But I am going to try it.
You can try positive yelling at me. You want to do that before we go?
Yes.
Okay, Amy's going to do the positive yelling. Let's check it out.
Oh my God, like your insights around kids is just so amazing, and I really think it's going to help, and thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
I did
Yay!
it. Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah,
and
everybody's staring right now. It's
right?
really funny.
They really are.
That's so good.
Right? Right? It's really fun.
They're like, those girls are cut off, and we haven't really
I'm
been
gonna
drinking.
start doing that all the time.
All the time.
And no one's gonna notice, but they're all gonna.
I gotta tell you. Okay, you guys, y'all, here's the thing. Y'all. This is why I'm magnetic. Right? Like, there are moments where it's just like, I'm like, oh, I'm magnetic. People just are coming and sitting down next to me, and they're like, what's happening with you? And I'm like, I don't, what? Hi. Because I positive yell. And even if I'm not yelling at you, I'm still super positive. I'm like, you look beautiful today. What's going on? And use that as your practice towards positive yelling. Just like, don't ask people how they are. Just tell them they're amazing, and then ask them what's up. when you meet up with a friend, don't be like, hey, how you doing? Be like, hey,
Yeah.
this is good. What's going on? It is good. And then they'll tell you what's going on and they'll love you. It makes you magnetic. And then with your kids, if you're seeing the problem behavior, or your partners, if your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, however you identify your person, is having a hard time, like, try positive yelling at them. It's much better than yelling at them. It's so much more fun. And I really enjoy it. You'll get addicted. Just get addicted to positive yelling. We'll do the next thing next. Keep giving me hearts, because that's like you positive yelling at me. It makes me so happy. And you got anything else, love?
I'm good, thank you.
like, I go
I
to
am
bed.
complete.
She is complete. I am complete. We're checking out for the night. I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah! Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for the hearts. If you're watching the replay, give me more, because I'm gonna check them. And y'all, you're amazing. Thank you for being here and listening. And I'm gonna stop talking now.
Good night.
Good night.